Hey gang, in the last week or so, there's been a lot of really crazy stories being thrown around and everything like that. You got Will Smith being accused of doing something with a dude on the set of that movie he won the Academy Award for, and I went, that'll be swept under the rug in about a week or so, and I think it pretty much has been by now. You got the Trump trial, which I couldn't care less about. That thing drags on and on and on and on, and I don't care what they do with him. It doesn't mean anything to me. But the one thing's still been going on for now 2 weeks is the Marvel's movie bombing, and I want to give you guys some thoughts on why I think it bombed. And however you feel about it, let me know in the comments below. Um, my first thought is high expectations. A lot of studios release movies and TV shows all the time, and they expect them to get they expect their TV shows to have high ratings, and they expect their movies to make a lot of money at the box office. And when it fails, what do they say? Oh, it was a flop. It was a commercial failure. The thing is, when you're basically trying to tell people, it's almost like these studios trying to tell these people, go out there and make this movie money so we can sit back and roll in it and have a good time. It's almost like they're just trying to use peer pressure on people, trying to tell people, you go out there and you make this movie a success because we spent a lot of money making it, we spent a lot of money promoting it, everything like that, and you need to go out there and make sure we make about 4 times the amount of money we spent on making this movie. And the thing is, it's not fair to do that. It's not fair to try to bully people and everybody like that and everything like that, trying to tell people, you're going to go out there and you're going to make this movie some money and everything like that. And most ticket goers would sit there and tell them, yeah, we're not going to do that. You can expect this much, but you're going to maybe get maybe half that much, or if not even half that much, probably less than half that much. So when you're trying to basically expect things to happen, especially in the Hollywood universe, it's not going to happen 9 times out of 10. The other thing is that this is going to be a little bit controversial to say this, but it's pretty much a mostly female cast. And not too many female superhero movies do very well at the box office. Well, unless you're Wonder Woman. That's about it. I can remember when I first got introduced to Captain Marvel as a kid, Captain Marvel was a guy. I didn't read his comic books. I didn't know a whole lot about him. By the time I got to know anything about him, they killed him off. So I was like, oh, nice. I mean, I grew up around, Superman, the Hulk, Spider-Man, Batman, stuff like that. I hardly knew anything about Captain Marvel at all. So there you are. I don't know when they changed him into being a woman. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if that was his sister, wife, any kind of relative. I don't know. But, but again, like I said, there's not too many movies that have a female superhero in it that do very well because most people who read comic books are guys. And a lot of times guys do not like change. I mean, I can accept change a lot of times. I mean, when they made the Hulk purple and made him wear a suit and everything like that, I didn't care. It didn't bother me at all. I mean, if you're going to change a character to fit the decade or something like that, that's fine with me. But, sometimes change can be a good thing. But, but when you're trying to do a movie, based on something, you got to make sure that, it's going to be something people are going to want to see. But again, you gotta appeal to all audiences. And if you're just trying to get these hardcore male comic book fans to go see your movie, and the movie is mostly females, they may not want to go see that. I'm just saying. Third one, Marvel putting out way too many movies per year. I mean, I get it. Marvel and DC, they kind of have this rivalry thing going, and And, Marvel just puts out 6, 8 movies a year. I think DC probably puts out that many a year and everything like that. And to tell you the truth, it does get a little annoying. I mean, it's like putting out certain kinds of movies that you like, a particular genre of movie you like, but then after doing it multiple times a year, you kind of get burned out on it. I mean, I love zombie movies, but I don't want to see a zombie movie being put out every 2 weeks. I want to see something kind of different. I mean, I love slasher movies too, but again, I don't want to see a slasher movie being put out every 2 weeks. It gets kind of old. So when it comes to certain kinds of movies, you just got to kind of ease up on a little bit, Just put out a certain type of movie every few months or every 6 months or something like that and see where it goes. But when you got, like I said, the rivalry of Marvel and DC, if Marvel puts out a movie, DC has to. If DC puts out a movie, Marvel has to, because they got to make money, and that does get quite annoying. Fourth thought/theory. No one really wants to go to the theater much anymore, because when the pandemic hit, all of a sudden, all movies went to streaming sites. And that's been a problem for a lot of theaters, because, you see these advertisements saying stuff like, this movie's only going to be in theaters. But then all of a sudden, it's like some streaming site somehow, some way gets the movie, and then you get to see clips on, YouTube and things like that. And I think that's partly a reason why that most movies that hit theaters bomb, because, well, also that, but you also got the theater cost of everything. You got food, drinks, all that costing way too much money. And I'm surprised they don't have valet parking at theaters anymore. I mean, everything's just getting too doggone expensive, and it's ridiculous. So it's either just, sit at home and check it out on a streaming service site, or wait till it hits DVD and watch it there. So, yeah, that's always going to be a problem too. Why most movies don't do very well is because if they also put them on a streaming site, there you go. And last theory as to why I think the Marvel's movie bombed: writing. I mean, that's always been a severe complaint of a lot of people who go to see these comic book movies. They always complain that whoever writes this stuff, they have no idea what they're doing. A lot of people complain about the Avengers movies. They complain about Superman movies. They complain about Batman versus Superman. They complain about the Hulk. Everything that comes out. Everybody has that little nitpicky kind of thing. And I just say, you know what? Whoever writes these comic books should write the scripts for the movies and the stories for the movies too, because they know what they're doing. They're appealing to the comic book audience. Don't get these guys who just want to sit there and go, well, I wrote for this movie, this movie, this movie. That doesn't always mean anything. There's been a ton of times I watch trailers for movies that say from the producers of, or the writers of, or the directors of, and the movie still bombs because it sucks. So I just say, if you want to get somebody to write these movies and make them exactly like the comic books, get the comic book writers to do the movies. And hopefully to make a lot of money, make a lot of fans happy. But that's just one doofus's opinion. What do you guys think? I'm going to get on out of here, gang. Go get this bad boy uploaded. Before I do, hope you guys go check out the following channels. And if you like, subscribe to them too. Vega, Reno Wheat, Grease Monkey 2.0, Rebel Rocker, Lil B Fitness, Megan Coulter, Varina Price, and Tyler 2071. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And I hope you have a marvelous day as well. That was horrible. Take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good to yourself. Try to be good to others. Not as horrible as that Fantastic Four reboot that happened a few years ago. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on.